Here we go again with the Atlanta Braves. 15th meeting of the year with the Braves and Dusty B's Nats. Hey, nice shirt, number 12. And the Nats trying to get back even in the series. We'll forget about last night. Look forward to tonight. That's what we do when we're coming off a tough one, and it's Max Scherzer tonight. You look at the numbers, he's right there with the best in baseball. Hard to hit, hard to score against, and hard to make contact.
Yeah, all the great numbers he has. I think right now you have to concentrate on the wins for Max Scherzer. He's got 14 on the year. If he's going to go back-to-back Cy Youngs, you're thinking he's got to win his next 3 starts. He's got 3 or 4 left. We haven't decided yet which one it is. So, you know, maybe if he gets to 17 wins, you look at what he's done. He had 6 straight 10-plus games this year. That's the longest streak this season in the National League, and he's the 3rd fastest to 2,000 strikeouts in the history of Major League Baseball. So he's got the resume. He's got the ERA, he's got the strikeouts. I just think he needs to add to that win total. So tonight's a big night for the win. So we'll see what happens.
And we'll see what his center fielder has in store. Over the last 5 games, Michael A. Taylor has been Michael A. Terror to opposing pitchers. He's 11 of 19, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. So right now he's a 16-14 guy with the homers and the steals. Easily 20-20 in the future when he stays healthy. Michael A. and Max, pretty good combination for a Game 2 of Nationals baseball tonight. Brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. Gorgeous night at the ballpark. It's got a little mugginess to it because we had some rain earlier. Jason Worth back in right field, back in the lineup for Game 2. And this feels like one of those nights when the ball might be flying, just like those two are, escorting each other. A prop and a jet just beyond right field a few moments ago. Something big going on in town. So 77, quite muggy. Ozzie Albies, the rookie second baseman. What a night he had last night. A walk, 2 for 4, pair of doubles, an RBI, a run scored. So this kid's on a 10-game hitting streak with 15 base hits. Freddie Freeman's on a 4-game streak. And so the Braves, who are 7-7 against the Nats, will face Max Scherzer, 6-4, 15 career games, 13 starts against Atlanta.
Yeah, 14th win last start against the Phillies. 10 runs of support by his boys. They won at 11-10. 4 runs on 6 hits over 6 innings. Struck out 7 Phillies through 104 pitches. So fastball 49% of the time this year. The lowest percentage of fastball Max has thrown in his career. A defense tonight behind Max, Kendrick Taylor-Worth. The outfield, Turner Rendon left side, Defo Zerman right side, Matt Wieters behind the plate. Jason Worth back in there tonight, right? A little salute to the fans, tip of the cap. Good to see him back in the lineup.
And Dusty just wants him to be ready for postseason. Such a big presence he is in that scenario. So here we go with Dan Bellino, 10-year veteran, behind the plate. Mike Estabrook, first base. Shane Livensparger, the call-up umpire, at second. And there's the crew chief, Jerry Lane, third base side. So all B's hitting .293. First pitch of the game a little bit outside. We're underway at 7:06. Braves are third in the league in batting average, just 3 points behind the Nats. They're 10th in runs, 13th in home runs. And Scherzer's fastball misses away 2-0.
There's B-29s flying over. There's Mustangs flying over right now, fighter planes. And I didn't know there was an air show at Andrews this weekend. I got scared during the anthem. I thought we were under attack.
We had a severe flyby just
Yes.
as we finished our on-camera segment here.
What is going on?
Rendon even with the bag at third. Outfield around to the left a bit for the rookie, who's just 20 years of age. And Max with the curveball. It stays well up and way away.
There's a B-29. Always wanted to fly in the front of that, you know, with the front's glass, that section where the gunner is in front.
3-1 pitch. So Max, his 28th start, 175. The opponent's batting average, the best in baseball. I mean, even Corey Kluber at 191 over in the American League. Those are the two guys that are under 200 this year. And yeah, the Indians won again today, 21 in a row, a new American League record, and they've tied the Chicago Cubs of 1935.
Coming in hot. That's a great shot, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's a Mustang, a little one. P-51.
3-2. And the rookie battles. Last night, Ender Inciarte went 9 pitches before striking out against Gio. And then Albies went 7 more before getting a base hit. So here's pitch number 8. And the rookie will step out. So the Braves have won 5 out of 8 here. And the Nats have won on a regular basis at Atlanta, 4-2 there. That pitch way inside, and the rookie is on base to start the game. Pretty good at bat.
I remember Max's last start against the Phillies, the first inning was the only really hiccup he had in that outing. I think he walked a couple of guys, gave up a 3-run homer, and then settled in after that.
So tonight, after a 1-for-4 evening, Dansby Swanson from the number 8 spot to number 2. And who wouldn't want to hit in front of Freddie Freeman? Swanson, career against Scherzer, 2 for 9. Albies already 3 for 3 in stolen bases. And after a hold, a throw over.
You've been waiting for it. Here it is. StatCast powered by AWS. Pretty big lead by Ozzie. If I was his base running instructor, I'd tell him to get his feet a little more underneath him. He's real spread out. It's tough to get a good jump in anything in sports when your feet are that wide apart. You want to be, for younger players, in a good athletic position, you know, like you're playing defense in basketball, middle linebacker in football. When you're that wide, it's hard to get a jump.
Another slider, counts even 1-1.
You know, if that was an ideal athletic position, you'd see every defender on defense that wide. But they're not, right? Their feet are underneath them so they can get a good jump on the baseball.
Long hold. Hitter stays in there, and then Swanson swings and misses.
I'm digging the air show / baseball game. This is cool. I think this should be a thing. Come out to Nats Park for the Braves, Nats, and the air show.
One and two. Then Swanson. That's 2 straight fastballs in off the plate. He's been hacking on. Nationals have turned 125 double plays this year. Swanson has hit into 6.
Can we StatCast that F-22 that just flew by? Yeah, that one. Look at that. Launch angle, exit velocity.
Now the target by Wieters to the other side. Albies still poised, and there he goes. Low and away the pitch. Throw is short on a hop, and a great pickup by Wilmer Defoe gets the out call from Shane Livensparker. Albies in no hurry to depart. You know the Braves will have a look at this.
See if the tag got him before his foot gets there. Got him right around the belt buckle. Was his foot there? Shane Livens Cheeseburger called him out. Tough to tell with that angle.
That will be a tough one to overturn. The Braves think they have a case they will challenge.
Well, Livens Hamburger has a really good look at it right here, and I don't know where the tag hit him, kind of right around the belly. And was his foot on the base?
So the Braves challenging the caught stealing call.
Ooh. Looks kind of safe, hard to tell. Is there enough to overturn it?
On your right to crew chief Jerry Lane. On the left, the call-up umpire who made the call, Shane Livensparker. Brian Snitker this year, 42% on challenges, 19 for 45. Not much of a reaction from the crowd as the play's replayed on the big board.
If he stayed with the tag, everything came off the base, he would have definitely been out. Watch everything come off the base once his foot hits. Right there, everything's off the base, everything. And then his hand goes over and touches. Watch the whole body come off the base, right? There, nothing there. Just keep the tag on.
Yeah, Wilmer didn't. He did that swipe thing.
Pretty good tag, though. Pretty good pick.
Foul footage of the MLB facility in the Chelsea section of New York City.
I like the guy that points right at the base. I think he needs a raise.
And this one going on for a while.
It's a good pick by Wilmer, a good tag. And a tough call. Hey, he had a good look at it. That's not an easy call. We've looked at it how many times? We still don't know. He had to do it live, full speed.
Well, and you know what I always say, if you look at it this long and you can't decide, play on.
Here's Jerry Lane.
That might be the greatest camera shot of a challenge I've ever seen. The crew chief with the video board right behind him.
Great.
Well done, guys.
He just did turn around and look at it. But that's a good shot. That's better than launch control in Houston.
Well done, Neil. What a nice look.
All right, Uncle. Flip a coin, best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, this is not speeding up the game. You know, and Max has taken a couple of warm-up tosses. Now he's walking around. This is not good for pitchers.
It's not good for anything.
He's been amped up all day. And now the crowd's starting to boo because this is getting too long. They're going to confirm the caught stealing call. 2-4. And the Nats get a first out of the inning. End of the game.
There wasn't an angle that was enough evidence to overturn it.
So Matt Wieters nails his 18th runner of the year. It's been right around 25 to 27% all season.
All right, Snicker out of challenges.
Now the count's 2-2 on Swanson, who lifts a high fly left side. Looks playable. Turner has a good angle, and Troy has it for the second out. Freddie Freeman is next, and this is how you like to face him. Bases empty, 2 outs. Big blow last night. 3-run homer in the third off Gio. Later doubled, scored, and singled. So his career batting average against the Nationals just under 340 with 16 home runs and 69 RBIs. 415 with a couple of long balls. 4-4-15 with a couple of long balls against Max. That one bounces. Swing and a miss on a fastball up. Max Scherzer, a walk, a caught stealing, a foul ball, and his first K of the night. The Nats are hitting .269. First in the league in runs, sixth in home runs. Wilmer Difo since the All-Star break, .304. And if you go back a little farther than that, 59 ball games is at .326. So the batting average at .282. He's between Turner and Rendon tonight. Howie Kendrick behind Ryan Zimmerman ahead of the red-hot Michael A. And then Worth and Wieters. Great to see Jason back in there. 21-year-old Brazilian lefty, Luiz Gohara.
6'3", listed at 210 pounds, 21 years old, second major league start. First start on the 6th against the Rangers. He allowed 6 earned runs over 4 innings in a 12-8 Braves loss. Struck out 6 Rangers, walked 4 through 85 pitches. His fastball average is 96.
5th ever Brazilian to play in the major leagues in a strike to Trey Turner. Cleveland's Yan Gomes in 12, KC's Paulo Orlando in 15, San Diego's Andre Rienzo back in 2013, and this year Seattle's Thiago Vieira, the only other Brazilians who've ever played Major League Baseball.
CC Sabathia out there a little bit.
He does resemble CC in stature. 1-1 and a topper, and the race is on. Turner digging for first, and he is safe with a base hit. Dansby Swanson did all he could. This guy's just too fast.
I tell you, 98 guys out of 100 are out on this, and that's a base hit for Trey Turner. And Swanson played that well, and as soon as you saw it bounce over the mound, you're thinking to yourself, that's a knock, put it in your pocket. So right here, as soon as it gets over the mound, base hit. Swanson did everything he could, got something on the throw, got rid of it quick, and Turner was past the base. So there goes the no-hitter. Infield single by Trey Turner, and he was flying.
Except Wilmer Difo, who's been tremendous from the right side of the plate this year, hitting .352. Kind of a quick step off and flat-footed throw over. Turner, his next steal will be number 40. And Difo bunting one over the screen. We talked about this last series, not the most patient number 2 hitter.
Well, here's the Braves defense. Kemp, Lane Adams in center, Markakis in right, Swanson, Ruiz left side, Albies, Freeman right side, Tyler Flowers behind the plate. Yeah, I think when you have an elite base stealer leading off and you're hitting second, part of your responsibility is to take a strike. And maybe that part of the game has changed, and maybe I'm sounding real old right now, but you know, I'm not talking for any leadoff hitter. I'm talking about a guy of 50, 60, 70 steal guy.
Yeah.
Strike. Let him get there for you, and then it makes your bat even easier. Now you bunt him over, and you come back to the hero dugout of hero.
1-1 the count.
Come back to the hero of dugout too.
Some gas at 97 on the stadium gun from Luiz Gohara. One game in the big leagues, he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, walked a bunch of guys, 4 of them against the Rangers, and a 12-8 loss 7 days ago. And Difo can't get to a pitch up and away, a slider, 1 out.
The thing with a lefty and Freddie Freeman at first, he's got a cannon. Probably one of the best arms I've ever seen for a first baseman. So if you're thinking about going first move on him and you're Trey Turner, it might be hard to beat the relay because of Freeman's arm.
So all the Nats getting their first look at this large lefty. Rendon hitting .302. On base percentage, 9th best in the league at .400.
Guy with a good step-off move like that will slow you down too. Terry Mulholland had one of those that was deadly. I mean, he'd throw it about 90 on that little step-off.
There goes Trey. Pitch up and away, and no contest at second base. That's number 40.
So you got a guy in the batter's box with 91 RBI. He took that pitch all the way. He said, yeah, Trey, get to second for me. I'll drive you in. Good read, good jump. Rendon standing like a statue so that his favorite player could get in scoring position for him.
Yeah, he'd be my favorite if he could set up an RBI every time up. Anthony has 91. He's only 2 runs batted in out of the top 10 in the National League. And he gets a big piece of that one out to left center. That ball is beyond the reach of Matt Kemp. Turner scores easily. Rendon, another double. RBI number 92, and the Nats are on top. Rendon 4th in the league in doubles coming in, and that's number 37.
See, that's how you do it. You take a strike for the fast guy, you let him rip second base, and then you shoot a double into the gap. Beautiful swing. Trey had to hang out for a second to make sure that got over Matt Kemp's head into the gap. Once it did, he cruised home for a 1-0 lead.
Speed is such a beautiful thing in this game.
At 62 and 19 when they score first. 62 and 19.
Only the second player ever to score 40 in the season. To steal 40 in a season. And of course, Alfonso Soriano had the 40-40 season back in 06. He got to 40 early September and shut it down, but he kept hitting homers. So Trey will be flirting with a team record in steals shortly. Ryan Zimmerman, 1 hopper left side. Rio Ruiz, 2 down.
Perfect night for baseball. Perfect.
Yeah, beautiful. Still a little twilight time here.
That is a 737. You could tell by the wingtips tilting up.
Kendrick.
I'm serious about my planes. I don't treat them like dogs.
And on the first pitch, ball booted once, twice, and then that looked like he might throw it away, but Gohara able to gather it himself. Turner, Rendon team up, and the Nats are on top. There's some interesting numbers to bring to you. Brought to you by Jeep, and Max is a part of it. This is forever in Major League Baseball. A 700 winning percentage and an opponent's batting average at 175 or lower. Luis Tiant did it in '68 with the Indians. Pedro with the Red Sox in 2000. Max Scherzer, the third man to ever do this through at least 25 starts. Ever. Here's Matt Kemp. First pitch slider, a beauty from one side of the plate to the other.
When you're on Everlist, Cooperstown is in your future. And he's on a lot of them, right?
2 no-hitters, 20 strikeouts, Cy Youngs in both leagues.
Pretty good resume, and maybe back-to-back coming.
And he's only 33. Max still in his prime as a pitcher. 1-1. Matt Kemp 6 for 44 career against Scherzer. 1 solo homer, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts. That slider is deadly right now, 2-2.
Well, right-handed hitters are at 143 against Max since the start of last year. 103 for 720.
Foul ball. Hey, before we get any further into the evening, FP and I want to wish our very best to our great friend Karen Hogan, battling cancer. She was up here in the booth with us a couple of months ago with her daughter, her wonderful daughter Nicole. So Karen, we hope you're watching tonight. We hope you're doing okay, fighting a very courageous battle, and we are behind you 100%. And so is Max Scherzer with a great changeup for a strikeout, his second of the night.
Yeah, thinking about you, Karen.
And thanks to all the great folks at WGTS 91.9 FM for getting us all together and keeping us updated on Karen and her battle.
This is what the hitter sees, the right-handed hitter from Max. See his landing spot, the crossfire action, the kind of smooth delivery as it starts, and then it just gets all violent toward the end.
Next up is Nick Markakis, until a few moments ago tied with Anthony Rendon with doubles, 36 of them. Against Max, Nick Markakis is 11 for 43. Told you it's muggy tonight. He's really working up a good sweat. Lights now taking full effect as the twilight has darkened. And a 1-1 pitch. On a pitch up, Markakis hammers at the center.
All right, the Nats and Budweiser teaming up for a country club, quotes, air quotes, Budweiser music party prior to the Nats Braves game. No, don't bring your golf clubs. Bring your horse.
Come on.
Get a game ticket, listen to live country music, pickup truck, receive a t-shirt, a beer, all for less than face value. Visit nationals.com/country club for details. Horses in the park. I don't think that one would work.
Yeah, we get the Clydesdales every once in a while, but that's about as many as we can handle. Here's Tyler Flowers hitting .283. .31-year-old catcher. One of 3 the Braves carry, and 2 of them are guys who have ties to our organization. Rendon on the run. He's going to make it look easy with the catcher running. 2 outs. Their other two catchers are Kurt Suzuki. We all know about him, but a kid named David Freitas, a Nationals draft pick who was traded to Oakland for Kurt Suzuki back in August of 2012. There's Kurt, who hates to sit out against the Nats because he's done well against them offensively. Another hit and an RBI last night.
What do you got on those hats? You like the tomahawk on the hat? I'm not sure I'm into it.
Rigo Ruiz on this one. Hitting .207. He's 23 years of age. Part of the deal that brought Mike Foltynewicz to Atlanta, sent Evan Gattis to Houston. Trey Turner shading up the middle.
That was the cutter slider thing. That one just kind of stayed on the same plane and moved in late.
Max working hard, 35 pitches already, 19 in the first inning. 8 to the first batter of the game. And this one lifted to left. Howie Kendrick, just enough room in foul ground to make a good grab in the corner. Here he comes. He's red hot. 11 hits, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Last 5 games, Michael A.T.
cold one tonight. Look forward to Miller time later in the ball game. That is brought to you by Miller Lights.
Base hit by Trey Turner. First inning stolen base, his 40th, and a double by Rendon have the Nats on top. And your breakout MLB season is on Nintendo Switch. RBI Baseball 2017, fast-paced, pick up and play, action-packed with all of your favorite Major League teams, players, and ballparks. Get RBI Baseball today for Nintendo Switch. Learn more at rbigame.com.
Yep, play video games, kids. Don't play the actual game.
After dark, maybe.
After dark.
While there's sun out, go play. Get outside, breathe. Michael A's batting average up to 276 with his recent surge. Target in, and they pitched him away, and that's where he hit it. And that ball is on the ground in right center. He makes a big turn. Lane Adams gets it back in. Michael A. Taylor, 12 for 20. That's a 600 batting average.
He's doing such a nice job of staying within himself. He's hit a lot of far home runs, but he hasn't become enamored with the home run to where he's pulling baseballs. He's staying inside the ball. He's going the other way. Pretty good play by Lane Adams to keep him to a single right here with the spin move and the one hopper right on the money, two hopper. Another hit for Michael A. Taylor. Stay hot, Michael A.
Jason Worth's going to request the umpire to move over. In fact, Dan Bellino's going to help him out. Home plate umpire stepped out, waved him over, and then got out the broom and swept off the plate. It's a call-up umpire, Lyman Sparger, getting action for the first time in the big leagues. So Jason, 240, 9 homers, 23 RBIs. Right now, the Nats have 7 members of the double-digit home run club. And it could be 9 if Turner hits one more, and so does Worth. Smart guy to have in the batter's box when you've got a speedy guy on first leading off an inning. Michael A. 14 for 19. Oh, and he was going to do like a delayed steal, and he just kind of trotted off the base, and all Gohara did was step off and throw over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I think he just thought he was going home.
So the Nats have their second runner picked off in this series. Julio Teheran picked off Trey Turner last night. 1-0 to Jason. And he will hit one well to left. Matt Kemp. And a ball took off on him. It changed directions. That was crazy. Looked like it was hooking right to him, FP, and then something changed.
But maybe he just opened the wrong way and took a bad route to it. We'll check it out again on the replay. There's no way a ball's going to tail to center field. It's going to hook to the line if it does anything. Maybe it did at the end. I don't know. Maybe that ball was knuckling, but he broke that way. The ball was on the other side. He tried to do the old karaoke move there, and it didn't work. This will give us a good look at it, right? Yeah, maybe it did go back the other way, Cart. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I know Matt Kemp hasn't.
Yeah, you would think he hit a knuckleball to make that occur.
It started to hook. It was a double breaker. It kind of snaked on Matt Kemp in the air.
I don't think I've ever drawn a squiggly line for a double to left center before that one. So here's Matt Wieters. And Matt's another switch hitter like Defoe, who's done much better from the right side of the plate. 266. His overall average is 232.
That's a good sign for Jason Worth. He's had the bad shoulder. He comes up his first at bat and hits one over left fielder's head.
One to Wieters.
You know, I saw some things written recently about who's going to play left field or who's going to play right field in the playoffs if Bryce isn't back. If Jason Worth's healthy, he's playing. The guy lives for October baseball. He was born to play in the postseason, and if he's healthy, he's your guy. There's no controversy about it, so stop all that talk.
That's foul. Yeah, and lest we forget, in terms of coming back from his injury, Jason Worth is, what, maybe 2/3 of the way through spring training now, if that.
I remember in 2010 when he was with the Phillies playing the Giants in the postseason, and he was the only Philly that showed up to that series. He was all over the place on defense. He was hitting the ball all over, running the bases like a crazy man. And while the big names didn't show up in that series, the Giants ended up beating the Phillies. He was the one guy that did. So when the Nats signed him in 11, I'm thinking that's a great sign. This guy can play. He's got resume. He loves to play in October. The bigger the stage, the better he gets. And he's proven that throughout his 7-year career here, that in the postseason, that's, you know, that's the only time to play for him, and that's when he shows up the most.
So just keep in mind, he's just getting himself ready.
Yeah.
Good take by Wieters on a fastball away, 3-2. Good job of staying in there by Matt. Part of the book on Gohara, even in the minor leagues as he pitched at AAA this year, a lot of walks. 147 strikeouts, but he walked 44. He went 7 innings one time, 6 innings 4 times. The rest were 5 and 4, and he was a high pitch count guy. But then he muscles up and throws 98 past Matt Wieters for his second strikeout. Nats road ahead, driven by your local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. So tomorrow night it is Tanner Roark and Mike Foltynewicz. Dodgers will be here for 3. We only have one of those, and that's Friday night. And then after another Monday off day, the Nats will go to Atlanta for 3, New York for 3, Philadelphia for 3. The road is getting shorter. Max Scherzer has 10 hits this year and 5 runs batted in.
6 for 12 with runners in scoring position.
You love that stat.
I love it.
I know you pulled it out the last time he pitched.
He's clutch, that's why. Very good hack on 97.
Yeah, all he knows how to do is battle. Whether he's got a baseball in his hand or a bat in both hands.
Tater, 5 RBIs. Is he going playoff beard? I'm digging it.
Max Scherzer, the official greeter after the game in the clubhouse on Sunday, welcoming his teammates to postseason, and then all heck broke loose.
That was a pretty solid toast.
One and two. Fastball, inner edge, up, and strikeout number 3 for Gohara. After 2, the Nats on top.
DC. Last start for Max Scherzer, bit of a down one, at least by his standards, allowing 4 runs in 6 innings in a win over the Phillies. And after that outing, Max Scherzer said that he takes one positive from that start, as he does in every outing. That start, it was the command of his cutter. He said he felt like he had taken a step forward with that pitch in that start against Philadelphia. And asking Max recently, prior to that start against the Phillies, what he hoped to fine-tune down the stretch, his response was command. He wants to get ahead in counts, especially when it comes to first pitch strikes, to really give himself the chance to get count leverage, get himself ahead of hitters 0-2 and 1-2. He felt he commanded his cutter well the last time out, despite the overall results, and he wants to continue to improve that command of all his pitches, guys, down the stretch, especially early on in counts.
All right, Dan, when you're talking cars, you're talking Coons with our Coons.com sideline report. Here's a Sunday hero for the Nats, Lane Adams. He goes deep to left. Howie Kendrick can only watch it. He's going to play the carom. And Adams slipped rounding first, so he'll have to settle for a single. So the ball almost leaves the yard, and he had to stop and go back.
Howie Kendrick played that perfectly. That would have been interesting at second. Adams could run. So we got a little two-seam fastball that ran from the middle to the inner half. Howie plays that on a couple of hops perfectly. Nice throw into second. Well, the first throw is a nice throw. The second one got a little strange.
Yeah, I was wondering if Trey saw the runner stop and maybe just kind of goosed it over there.
That's one of those where, as a hitter, you're watching to see if it got over the outfielder's head. And right at the time it's reaching the outfielder, first base happens. It's right there. So you're watching to see, did I get a hit? Do I go for 2? And then all of a sudden, at that same time, first base is right below you, so your feet are all messed up, and that's how he tripped.
So here's Luis Gohara, 0 for 1 as a big league hitter. On the bunt attempt and made the count 1-1. Rendon really coming down that third baseline, and he stabs at another and fouls it straight down, strike 2. Foul ball and the strikeout. So Lane Adams will go back to first. First out of the inning.
And that is a strikeout. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
So with a little execution, the Braves could have had a runner at third and 1 out. Instead, Lane Adams, after falling, stays at first on the failed bunt attempt, and now the top of the order for Ozzie Albies. Eight pitch at bat first time. Walked and then caught stealing on the play. That was challenged. So the second youngest player in Major League Baseball on a 10-game hitting streak. Great changeup. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
So that pitch right there, before tonight, he's thrown 367 times. Opponents are hitting 100 against it. They've got 10 hits and 100 tries. 10 hits off the Max Scherzer changeup all year long.
Runner goes, and a high fly ball, pretty deep left center. Taylor to the track, right in front of the 377 mark for the second out. Well, this kid's got some kind of live bat. 2 down.
All right, celebrate the start of the new school year by not going to school and coming to Nats Park. We'll give you 50% off tickets to this series you're looking at right now. Simply visit nationals.com/tickets. Use promo code SCHOOL, play hooky, come to the yard, get 50% off. Some restrictions may apply. You don't have to play hooky, they're not games.
Here's Dansby Swanson, fouled out to Rendon. Pardon me, Turner right behind Anthony Rendon down the left field line. First time up.
Steven Strasburg, on the other hand, has thrown 450 changeups this year and allowed 12 hits. Opponents are 12 for 106 against Stevens' changeup for a 113 average. So between Strasburg and Scherzer, they've thrown almost 800 changeups this year and given up 22 hits total on that pitch.
Runner going again, and every time Adams runs, somebody hits a fly ball. Worth has it. Those are unbelievable numbers. Top of the order, bottom of the third. Turner, Defoe, Rendon.
Danny, we're going to StatCast the heck out of this for you. Fios by Verizon. So Trey Turner going 31.6 feet per second. That's as fast as a baby gazelle. Then he goes to second at 29.4 feet per second. That's as fast as a llama. And then he scores on this base hit. And the only number you need to know is that he scored a run. And that's why you play baseball, to score runs. StatCast is brought to you from Fios by Verizon. Fios is not cable. We're wired differently. Go to getfios.com today.
And Trey Turner has now scored 65 runs in 83 games.
That's the only stat that matters.
Exactly. He'll lead the league in runs as soon as he stays healthy for an entire season. No doubt about it. And Bryce Harper might be right behind him. What a weapon for Rick Hughes' hitting offense. Nats have now scored 749 runs. That's 150 more than they've given up. Turner in the air to right. Ball sending Nick Markakis into the corner. He has to reach up. I think carried about 325 down there. First out, third inning.
And for all of you that scoffed at the llama's top speed, it's 35 miles per hour. So take that.
Wow.
Llamas are underrated, sneaky fast.
Former Depot, a swinging strikeout first time. And he skies one to right for Markakis. Rendon coming in tonight's game on MASN, brought to you by FH Fur. Absolutely the best. So Anthony, double number 37, RBI number 92. He has 61 extra base hits, which is 3 out of the top 10. Actually, just 1 out of the top 10 now, as we update it in the National League. And this one slicing away from Lane Adams out toward the gap, and the center fielder will run it down. 3 balls in the air, quick inning. Nats go on 6 pitches in the bottom of the third. Ball is brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Beautiful night for a drive in your Toyota. Even a better night to be sitting in the ballpark. And the Nats on top as we go middle innings here. Freeman, Kemp, and Markakis. Big time test for the pitcher and the hitters here. What a beautiful evening along the banks of the Anacostia. Freddie Freeman struck out on a high fastball first time up.
Not if that was smell-o-vision, it wouldn't have been a beautiful night.
So Max goes off speed there. 1-1 to Freeman, who's hitting .323, but because of all the time he was out, hasn't made it to enough at bats to qualify for any of the categories for hitters. And Max got in on his hands that time on a high fly ball chased down by Jason Worth. All important, first out, 4th inning in a 1-run game. Matt Kemp is next, and Max struck him out first time. Matt Kemp is signed for 2 more years. So is Ender Inciarte, the center fielder. Nick Markakis signed through next year. So while the Braves bring some young guys along, they've got some veteran outfielders that figure to be around for a while.
Probably an unfair question, but it's rattling around in my head, so I'm going to ask it. Whose changeup is better, Max's or Stevens?
Well, Max is always around 83, 84. Strasburg's around 89 to 91. So you should answer that. You're the hitter. What would be tougher to deal with?
Well, their fastballs is what makes it.
Yeah.
So
the difference, right?
Yeah. Steven throws 96, 97. Max the same. I think the arm angle and deception with Max. Well, this is just going by what I see. I've never hit off either one of them. It seems like it's tough to pick up. I think Max can throw his for a strike, and Steven throws his for a strike out.
Makes sense.
But both you have to gear up for 96, 97, and that's what makes the changeup so devastating. That they both have the same arm angle, release point, and arm speed as their fastballs. I would say Stevens has more movement, but Max's is more deceptive. And based on the numbers, they're both ridiculously good.
Yeah. So Max, he could have a 13 to 14 miles per hour difference between the number 1 and the changeup.
Yeah, his changeup average is 85. Max's. Get you Stevens in a second here. Pull it up.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Kemp again. Swing and a miss. And that's a slider at 88 that ends up way off the plate. Strikeout number 4.
Well, he's thrown 695 of those this year, and opponents are 21 for 168. That's before tonight for a 125 average. So only 21 hits against the Max Scherzer slider, and you see that last one to Matt Kemp, and you'll know why. Crossfire, late break. Watch the sweep on this, and the downward movement. Some depth. What a pitch.
Here's Markakis. Solid single up the middle first time. Swinging early in the count. Max goes to the inside edge to get ahead.
Yeah, Stevens' changeup averages 89 miles an hour. Max is 85. His fastball 96. Max is 94.
And this ball tailing toward the seats. Howie Kendrick giving chase. Strike 2. Steven Strasburg, brilliant on Sunday. His next turn will be against the Mets.
Brilliant and fired up Sunday.
Yeah.
Love the fired up version of that guy. That was cool to watch. That's why the playoffs are so much fun. You see these guys finally let loose a little bit, because over 162, you have to go even keel as much as possible. Well, that's the wrong guy to show for even keel, but you know, you do. You can't have high highs and low lows. The guys that stay, right in the middle, that's the right guy to show. But then in the playoffs, like Jordan Zimmerman coming in relief, pumping his fist, stuff you don't normally see. I mean, it's let loose. High highs, low lows, roller coaster baseball, whatever you want to call it. But you see the emotion, the pure raw emotion in postseason baseball. It's my favorite part.
Yeah. And that's the definition of Scherzer. Nats have been without Strasburg 2 of their 3 times to postseason.
I saw him on the walk-off homer in Game 4 in 2012. Bryce going nuts in the dugout in San Francisco. I mean, it's just, you don't have to hold back.
1-2. And Nick Markakis, the smart hitter that he is, goes the other way. He's going to stop Howie Kendrick gets it back well. Mentioned Strasburg a moment ago. His next start will be against the Dodgers in this ballpark this weekend. So Markakis, who came in hitting .279, 2 for 2, his 12th and 13th career hits against Max Scherzer.
So nice play by Howie Kendrick holding Markakis to a single. Did the Nats get Kershaw?
Well, he pitched last night. So if he stays on his turn, I haven't looked yet to see if the Dodgers are off Thursday. I would think they are, coming all the way here. His regular turn would be Sunday, but with a day off, we'll see what Dave Roberts does.
The Nats have gotten in at like 7 in the morning 5 times this year. That's not going to. It's not a guaranteed day off anymore. So Dodgers are in Philly on Monday. But Thursday.
Yeah, they'd have to skip somebody to
They're off.
pitch Kershaw here Sunday.
They're off Thursday.
And the Nats will have another Monday off on this homestand before playing the Braves next Tuesday at SunTrust Park. 1-1, a swing and a foul tip by Tyler Flowers. And Max Scherzer in position for his 5th strikeout tonight, which would move him into 2nd in the entire major leagues behind Chris Sale in his 278. Right now tied with Corey Kluber of the Indians with 243.
Wood, Hill, and Rio is what I'm hearing for the weekend.
Swing and a miss on another foul tip. So there's Max with number 244. Ryan Zimmerman straight ahead, bottom of the 4th. You 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com. See how much you could save. It's going to be Tom, right? He leads the way with 26 W's on the year, but down the stretch from the land of Lincoln, that's number 23 for Abe on the year, tying him with George. Another thrilling night of racing at the ballpark. Four, 5, 6, Zimmerman, Kendrick, Taylor, Freight and Rail Works, and just various stats on all of them. Ryan coming in, hitting .327 over that stretch of 16 games. Howie, .320 as a Nat, and has 6 homers, 23 RBIs, and Michael A. Taylor, a .600 batter in his last 20 plate appearances. Ground ball to third for Ryan, first time. Gohara is the 27th, make it 26th rookie starter the Nats have faced this year. They've gone 16-9 previously.
Well, they saw him first time around, second time around. Trey hit it hard, Anthony Rendon hit it hard. See if he's got the stuff to get through this lineup twice. Hit him hard first time, and I'm looking at my scorecard too, so.
Yeah. And first time around, the Nats went 4 for 9. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Jeep. Indians win again today, 21 in a row. So they're 3.5 back of the Dodgers for that potential World Series home field advantage. Nats in the hunt. Astros a game back, and Ryan Zimmerman went around on a pitch down in the dirt. And for Gohara, strikeout number 4.
Questionable. What if you gave those half a strike? And then if you did it again, you're out. Rule change for 2018. Check swing, half strike. Because it's half a swing.
You have to check in with the pitchers union on that one.
You do it twice, you're out. Or it's a full strike, regardless.
Howie Kendrick a check swing.
That's a full swing, so that's a strike. Under the new rules of next year that I just implemented, that's a full swing, so that's a strike. He'd still be hitting with 2.5 strikes. You know you love it. You'd have to say the count is 2 and 2.5 to Zimmerman.
Well, that's 3 right there. 2 down. Strikeout number 5 for Gohara. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Yeah, pretty good slider right here from Gohara. Down and in. Good movement. A little slippage on the mound, too, I believe.
Michael A. Taylor on the attack, couldn't reach it. First time up on a pitch away. He just dropped one into right center for his 12th hit in his last 6 games. Look out. So it came in with a 5-game streak, the numbers we told you about before the game. 3 homers, 9 RBIs, 5 runs. So he's locked in. Here's an 0-2. And Taylor out to left. Nats have had some quick innings with the bat the last 2 innings. That one took just 10 pitches after 6 in the 3rd. How about the ratio? 45 strikes through 4, 5 strikeouts. So it's 0-3-0 Braves, 1-for-0 Nats. More numbers from Jeep as we compare what we believe, or who we believe, are the two front runners for the Cy Young. Kershaw, 3 more wins, bit of a lower ERA. Max, of course, the strikeout champion, unchallenged in that department. So Scherzer faces Rio Ruiz, leading off the top of the 5th. Not happy on ball 2. Didn't get a 2-0 fastball, did he? Brilliant changeup. Then 95 cutting in for a strike.
Seeing everything: fastball, changeup, curveball. All kinds of fun toys to play with out there if you're Max Scherzer. It's like, you know, having a wiffle ball in your hand. You know, just hold it different and see how much it moves. Fastball, slider. So you've seen everything in this at bat: fastball,
yeah,
changeup, curveball, slider. Where do you go with here? See what Matt Wieters. I mean, just put down anything. I'm thinking fastball, challenging.
Payout pitch to the leadoff man. Top 5. So 7 pitches to this batter. Braves have had some pitch count spoilers in their lineup the last 2 nights. Fastball, but Trey Turner's playing right up the middle. Throws out Ruiz. First out, 5th inning.
Did you see the signs right there? Matt Wieters went slider in. Max shook off. And then he went fastball away, and Max said yes. Did you remember the other night with Rowdy Reed and Edwin Jackson? Watch the signs. So he got to the pitch he wanted in the 2nd sign. That's just guys working together and experience. It was nothing against Rowdy Reed the other night. He just hadn't worked with Edwin before. So when he put down a sign and Edwin shook, it took 2 or 3 to get to the pitch that Edwin finally wanted, and he had trouble getting into his rhythm. They're not going to talk about that at all publicly because, you know, it was his first major league start.
Lane Adams hit one off the wall first time. This time he hits one off Howie Kendrick's glove, and he's all the way into 3rd base. So that's the tying run at 3rd with 1 out in the 5th.
Got turned around here, didn't he? A little bit. Ball hit well by Lane Adams. He broke one way, then broke the other way, and tried to turn back to the original way he broke. And reached as high as he could and lost sight of it and hit the outside of his glove.
They have given Lane Adams a triple.
Ball gets that far behind your head, you can't see it.
Pitcher coming up. He's had 2 big league at bats. Didn't look good trying to bunt last time. Infield in case he can lay one down here. So Scherzer going for the strikeout. Swing and a miss.
I'm not a scout, but I say throw that one again.
Rather late for 95.
The point I was trying to make, Carp, and I thought that was a routine fly ball. Sorry about that. Is that the quicker you can get to the pitch I want when you shake off, the more I stay in rhythm as a pitcher.
Yeah.
And when you work together like these guys have for so much, if he shakes off, it's usually the second sign that you're on the same page again.
So Max takes care of the pitcher for strikeout number 6. Second out here in the 5th. Now he's got to deal with Ozzie Albies, the very good-looking rookie who's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. And a fastball ripped into right for a game-tying single. And that's an 11-game hitting streak for Albies with his 16th base hit. 1-1 game.
I think the fastball is supposed to be away, and Max kind of pulled it to the other side. You see where Wieters is setting up. He reaches back across the plate, and this little second baseman could play. Small sample size, but he's a big prospect of the organization. He's showing he can play here too.
Yeah, you just don't hear about rookies having a long hitting streak at any time. He's settling in very well, and here's Dansby Swanson. He gets to play for about another 2.5 weeks. Albies does in his first big league go-round. So he was poised in that, as FP described it, unusual stealing stance that we saw back in the first inning. First time tonight the Braves have had 2 hits in the same inning.
That's a big lead.
Fastball up, and a mile high it goes to left for Howie Kendrick. The rookie ties it up as we go bottom 5.
September, this is a prime opportunity every time players step on the field to showcase themselves for possible playoff roster spots. And Dusty was asked earlier today how he combines what players have done earlier on this season with what they do down the stretch when it comes to making his decision. And Dusty said it's a combination of both. You need to take into consideration what guys have done to help the team get here, but you also want to factor in how players or pitchers look now, how effective they are entering the postseason. You consider where someone fell in the pecking order early on, he said, maybe before injuries. You also consider matchups against the team you might play. So a lot of factors go into it, guys, and Dusty said there's going to be some tough decisions to come.
Good problem to have, Dan. Thank you with our Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. Jason Worth, high drive to left, to the track and the wall, and it's caught by Matt Kemp. The way Jason left the box, I thought he got one. I think he did too, and it came up just a few feet short.
Yeah, I thought he had one too. That tricked me. Might have got just off the sweet spot, and that was the difference to keep it in the yard. He's wishing it out of here right there. I think you look at the mark on the bat, it was just above the label. He clicks that in the sweet spot. We know how far he can hit it. Matt Kemp with a nice running play going against the wall. Two good at-bats for Jason Worth after missing a few.
There's Matt Wieters, who struck out swinging first time. Right now, Gohara averaging 11 pitches per inning tonight. Nats haven't had a hit off him since Worth's double back in the second. And Wieters will launch a high fly out to center for Lane Adams.
All right, great weekend to be at the yard. Maybe an NLCS preview, who knows? Gear up for the big weekend series. Dodgers are coming to town, so visit Nationals.com for tickets. So Friday 7:05, Saturday is a day game at 1:05. Sunday 8:08 is the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball game.
So if the rotation holds, Edwin would go Friday night. Steven Strasburg would get the Dodgers on Saturday. And then Gio Sunday.
I have 82 for a high on Friday, 84 and sunny on Saturday, and 83 and sunny on Sunday. So Dodgers, great weather. You don't have many more chances to watch your Nats play in the regular season, so why wouldn't you come out to the yard this weekend?
After Sunday's game, 4 more home games against the Pirates at the end of the season, and that is it for the regular season. Game number 145 tonight. Max a hard swing. He's down on strikes. And the Nats have been retired 11 in a row since the second inning. So our game summary has the speed of Trey Turner manufacturing that first run with Anthony Rendon's help. Max Scherzer, high pitch count. Braves have extended him out a whole bunch tonight. He's averaging just over 25 pitches per inning, and he's trying to go at least 6 for the 24th time in 28 starts. Freeman, Kemp, and Markakis 3, 4, 5 here in the top of the 6th. Nats into a shift on the dangerous Freddie Freeman. Rendon goes out to short. Outfield slightly the other way. Strikeout in the first, fly ball in the fourth. Braves box. Markakis first base hit in the second. He would have another going center and left in the fourth. Lane Adams 2 for 2. He got a triple call on the ball off of Howie Kendrick's glove, and Ozzie Albies, the rookie, has an 11-game hitting streak. He drove Lane Adams in. Two and one to Freddie Freeman. That is a great slider cutting in under his hands.
Yeah, the first 3 pitches away, and this one he thought was a fastball in, and it had some late break. The one thing I've seen with Freddie Freeman over the years, he's hard to trick with the fastball with 2 strikes. You might be able to get him to chase some off-speed stuff, but he's always on heaters with 2 strikes. Almost like he's ahead in the count sometimes. They're going fastball up here.
Got him up there first time. Got him up there third time. Strikeout number 7 for Max.
Stalking. Strikeout number 7 on the top of the zone fastball in the corner, right where he wanted it.
And by the way, the 250 watch is on. If he strikes out 4 more, it would be 4 consecutive seasons with 250. Nobody's done that since Pedro back in '97 through 2000. And you got to see a whole bunch of that. Here's Matt Kemp, who has struck out swinging twice. And the year before, Max struck out 252 to get this thing going with the Tigers in 14. He had 240 and 231 the 2 seasons before that. 2-0. And Matt Kemp not biting on any of these the third time around. Didn't get a 3-0 fastball.
No, he was convinced he was getting a heater and couldn't hold up as soon as he realized it was a 3-0 slider. Everything away.
On the Mercedes-Benz pitch cast. There's the heater.
Paint, too. Scramble those numbers any way you want them. They're all good.
And he goes changeup on 3-2 to miss. Max Scherzer's second walk tonight. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you, Neftali Soto. So he's 28. Still early, though, in his American professional career, and between Harrisburg and Syracuse this year, what a good season. 4 different positions starting in the field for the Chiefs. Neftali Soto, .75 on the curveball, dropping in on Nick Markakis. Base hit up the middle, 1 out, 2nd inning. Base hit to left center, 2 outs, 4th inning.
It's number 93 coming from Max.
Markakis at 282 with those hits. 289 career, his first 11 years, 9 of those with the Orioles. And the fastball up, no way to get over the top of that. If the inning continues, Tyler Flowers. So Weeder slides from his right to his left. And that ball spinning severely. There's a play at first. You could tell the way that thing hit the ground the first time. It was going round and around on Defoe. So no double play, but it goes 4-3 for out number 2.
He jammed him. He's pretty aggressive on the charge right here. Kind of got the in-between hop as he was trying to feed it to Trey Turner. Stayed with it nicely to get the out at first. See him kind of coming up right there. What you didn't see is he was trying to hurry up and turn that double play because the ball wasn't hit that hard on the broken bat.
So now Scherzer against Flowers. Ground ball to third, swinging strikeout for the Atlanta catcher.
Nasty.
Unhittable slider. So Max at 95 pitches. And this ball is trouble if it's fair. Jason Worth can't catch up to it, and scoring is Kemp to put the Braves on top 2-1.
Yeah, no way Jason Worth could get this. That was slicing the whole time. Ball hit well by Tyler Flowers, and a clutch 2-out knock by the Braves catcher puts him ahead 2-1. Fastball right where Max wanted it. Maybe just a hair late on it, but worked nicely for Flowers as it slices away from Jason Worth. Ball well hit.
Yeah, Tyler Flowers doesn't play every day, and he has 47 RBIs in 90 games. This ball on the first pitch slapped down to Zimmerman. Good backhand play by Ryan. And that's it for the Braves in the 6th. They've beaten the Nats 5 out of 8 here this year, and now they have a lead.
love Wilmer Defoe's aggressive nature. That's what makes him such a good player. And he was trying to turn the double play here, but in trying to turn that double play and rushing it just a little bit, you see him with the aggressive play right there, and maybe with his feet not underneath him bobbles, it has to go to first. But when you start getting late in the game of a tie game as an infielder, you're thinking, my number one goal is to keep that lead run out of scoring position. If we turn the double play, great. But if we don't, at least I got the lead runner out. That time it didn't work for Wilmer. We've seen him be aggressive and it worked all year. And if he turns that, we're saying, what a great play by Wilmer Defoe. So not getting on the guy at all. But late in the game, it's more important to get the guy going to second and not turn the double play than rushing it and getting the guy at first.
Every day is a learning experience for a young player, isn't it? Well, the Nats need to get Max some hits and then some runs. Haven't had a hit since Jason Worth doubled after Taylor got picked off, and that was in the second inning. 11 straight for the rookie, Luis Gohara, who is stifling the Nats right here. Trey Turner has that infield hit, fly ball to right his second time up. Stole a base. Rendon drove him in with a double. So it was interesting. 4 of the first 7 Nats hit safely, and then nobody since. There's a hit. Quite a sound to it as Trey Turner goes 2 for 3.
So a leadoff double for Trey Turner.
I like where you're going, and let's see where he's going.
Let's see. Still got to get a read on the big left-hander out there. Look at him get on top of that fastball. Good swing. Little bobble by Lane Adams out there. The ball is hit so hard.
Defoe for 2. A lot of ground ball room right side because Albee shades up the middle. Trey Turner changes the configuration of infields every time he's on first base. So the Nats box the Turner Rendon hit combination for the run in the first. Taylor base hit, Worth double, but Michael A was picked off. Now Turner 2 for 3. Three throwovers, and that one goes awry. Trey Turner's thinking third base here. He's going to make it easily.
It's a game changer, isn't he? I mean, he makes everybody freak out all the time. Look at the throw, not even close. Freddie Freeman didn't have a chance. As soon as that got by him, he knew he was on third. He's so fast, he makes the bases look so short. Didn't even get his best jump. He did not even run 100% till right about here. And then he just glides into third.
That's the tying run. The Atlanta infield comes in. And now Wilmer on an 0-1 count. Takes that slider in there. Now his battle begins.
I meant leadoff triple, sorry. I don't know if they're going contact play here with nobody out and the big boys coming up. I don't think they will. Yeah, Trey wasn't breaking right there. I think with one out, if this doesn't happen right here with Wilmer hitting, you do go contact. Meaning you read down angle and go on a ground ball. I don't know that you force it with nobody out. Dusty changing seats way at the other end of the dugout.
Defoe, 20 RBIs. Wilmer Defoe, 21 RBIs, and he will plug the gap out there. So Turner gets on twice, the Nats score both times, and now a chance for a big inning. 2-2 game.
Nice at bat, Wilmer Defoe. Clutch, 2 strikes, spread out, put it in play. I think he got a slider here from Go Hard. He just strokes it into left center. Choking up on the bat control. And now maybe you make the big fella throw over to first one more time, since he just threw one down the right field line, get a big lead and make him throw over again. He's probably not feeling real comfortable with it.
Yeah, good thought. Rendon, Zimmerman, the next 2. Phone just rang in the Atlanta bullpen out in left field. And a strike to Anthony on a fastball.
How do you go first move and hope he throws one away again?
It's Dan Winkler.
Hey, Trey Turner's speed caused that errant throw. If you're a left-handed pitcher, you're thinking, if he goes first move, I have to get this to Freddie Freeman quick. You rush your throw and it goes wild. Game changer.
Aren't many like him. Nobody quite like him, but very few guys these days in the big leagues, when we're so power and home run oriented, can use their legs to change a ball game. Love it. Rendon pops one up. Nick Markakis on the way. First out, 6th inning. Ryan Zimmerman next.
The DC Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 home runs hit by your Washington Nationals this year. Lexus, experience amazing.
Nationals have hit 196. Ryan Zimmerman has 31 of those, 2 short of his career high. Driven in 100 twice, 110 his rookie year in 06, 106 in 09, the year he had the 30-game hitting streak. It's been to 95 and 85. Two and 0.
It's by the takes, he looks like he's seeing them big. Tell when a guy takes a pitch when you're around him every single day, if his timing's right, if he's on time, he's on time. He just has to get a good pitch here and you feel like it's going hard somewhere, whether it's a hit or not. Who knows?
Got a changeup on 2-0.
He's trying to hit one down half street. I don't know if that felt great. He got a little too big right there, slowed him down here, but you like the aggressive swing on 2-0.
Into the 9 o'clock hour here. Bottom 6. Nats 2, Braves 2, tying run. Driven in by Wilmer Defoe a few moments ago. He is 9 for 10 stealing. He's got a lefty looking right at him. Another changeup, Ryan Zimmerman to the right side, and it's 2-2. Target in. Hearing a lot of Davey Lopes this inning. Now the Nats trying to give Max Scherzer a lead as he's thrown 97 pitches through 6. Zimmerman to Hopper, right to Swanson. Albies turns it, and that'll do it for the Nationals in the 6th. Turner and Defoe tie it up. Gives the Nats a chance to tie the ball game. Defoe comes through. The influence at the top of the order by Trey Turner. You're not going to hit home runs every night. You're not going to hit doubles and homers every night and have a lot of extra base hits. So small ball like this really pays off.
But it's so much fun to watch. He changes a game when he gets to first base. He's been on twice tonight. He scored twice tonight. You rush the throw over. You throw it down the line. He's standing on third, but Max Scherzer back out there, and you know he's got 14 wins this year. That they need to get him a win. Yeah. For back-to-back Cy Youngs. He's only got a couple more times out there, and you feel like he's the front runner regardless, but it would just be nice to see him get to, 15, 16, 17 wins on the season.
So Max, who has gone at least 15 times this year, back out there to face 8, 9, and 1 here in the 7th. Lane Adams shows bunt, takes a slider low and away.
You want him to win another one if for no other reason just to see the celebration. Remember last year he's on a cruise and they popped champagne and sprayed it all over him.
2-0. Jace Peterson to hit Fargo Hara in a moment. Although nobody's throwing in their bullpen. They did have Dan Winkler up earlier, so he probably doesn't need too many tosses to get hot again. Adams, by the way, single and a triple, both on the first pitches of his at bat. So Max goes 3-0 and then throws a fastball in there. Late Adams likes to first pitch hack. 7 for 11 this year when he puts the first pitch of an at bat in play. That one stays up and in, and Max Scherzer's third walk of the night. So here comes Jace Peterson. 2018 Nats Plus memberships on sale. Guarantee the best seats for the regular season next year. You already have the schedule. Get access to postseason this year. All-star tickets, including the Home Run Derby, next year. Visit nationals.com/2018.
Got a bunt here, don't you?
You're playing Max Scherzer. If you don't play for one, he might strike out a couple of guys or get a double play. No sign of it there from Jace Peterson, who is 3 for 16 career against Max.
Guy on deck swinging it. You get the top of the order coming.
Sammy Solis warming for the Nationals. Well, the Braves got 6 pretty good innings out of their rookie tonight. 2 runs on 6 hits by Luis Gohara. Struck out 6 and did not walk a batter. Adams, by the way, 8 for 8 stealing.
I'm so old school, and I'm sure the analytics people are laughing. But if I had a chance to beat Max Scherzer in the 7th inning of a tie game, and I got my leadoff guy on the walk, I'm butting every single time in the 7th inning.
Because the analytics say never give up and out, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they say never. Late in the game, you know, and I think this is late in the game, and in the situation, you're facing the best right-handed pitcher, maybe the best pitcher in baseball, and you have a chance. I'm butting. It's not a normal human being standing on the mound 60 feet 6 inches away from you. I'd definitely lay one down here. But
2-1. Peterson are in there, and Adams a pretty good lead, and Max throws in behind him again. On a running count, runner stays, and it's ball 3. Coach Eddie Perez over there checking with Lane Adams.
I mean, the real news might be that Gohara's out of the game with 71 pitches, and he's dealing.
In there, 3-2. Wow, 3-1 pitch right down the middle. Number 107 for Max.
Big lefty was decent tonight.
Yes, he was. I was told they really protected his pitch count in the minor leagues this year. 71. He looked like he had plenty left in the tank. 3-2 now is the runner going. Long look. He is swinging a foul, and Jace Peterson got himself with that one.
So that can become difficult to hit late in the season, your own division. You know, you play a team 19 times, you know if a guy's left eye twitches, he's throwing a changeup by September. But all of a sudden you start calling up guys that you haven't faced before, and they become foreign to you, and you have no idea what they have. The first at bat's a scouting report. You can look at video in the clubhouse all you want. Doesn't matter. You got to get in the box and see him. So it can be hard to hit in your division when you think all of a sudden you got the team, you played them a ton of times. You see somebody different.
3-2. Adams, almost as if expecting a throw over, took a really short lead. Runner goes. Ball 4. 2 on, nobody out, both on walks.
Well, here comes Mike Maddox. Dusty Baker's getting antsy down there.
And that hot rookie Albies is next, Twit's hitter. And he's looked great from the left side in this series, and pretty good from the right side against Gio last night.
Mike Maddox lifted his hat up, and that's a sign if the reliever's ready. He's not going to make a change here, is he? We've seen Mike make a few changes this year. I don't think so, though.
So you figure Sammy Solis for Freddie Freeman, 2 batters away. And if the Nats can get out of this inning and keep the game tied, most probably Kinsler for the 8th. So Max will go for a walk after Mike Maddox and Matt Wieters depart. Albies tonight, a walk, a fly to center, and a first pitch, clean single to right for an RBI 2 innings ago.
I don't know Ozzie Albies well enough to say if he should bunt here, but the situation sure dictates that he should.
Yeah, it does. Rendon on the grass at third. Zimmerman well in front of the bag at first. He doesn't have anybody to hold because of the runner at second. And a changeup is well outside for Max.
He's got good speed out there. It doesn't have to be a perfect bunt.
Foul ball.
Ideally, you'd like to see a guy in this situation stay in the box and get it down, not run out of there.
Crowd quiet. 2 on, nobody out. 1-1 pitch.
Take the bunt off here in a 2-1 count.
He was going to bunt. Max is in danger of walking the bases full. Right-handed batter Swanson on deck.
Max is on fumes. And I don't know if the fact that Ozzie Albies is square around is messing him up, but it seems like it's having an effect.
Bases loaded on 3 consecutive walks. I'm not sure we've ever seen Max do that. So does he stay to face the right-handed batter Swanson? He's retired him 3 times in a row, all on fly balls.
So you just hope the 118s and the 121s and the 120 and the 114s don't affect Max late in the season. We wondered earlier in the year if it would in September, how much he'd have left. And now he's at 114 right now, and it seems like he's on empty. But Dusty, I know Dusty, he's trying to get him his 15th win.
And he's going to have to finish the inning for that to happen.
Yeah, it's going to take a double play right here, and a home to first double play.
Yeah, he needs a double play, walk Freeman, and get Kemp. Max Scherzer 46 walks in 178 innings before tonight. Swanson base hit. Adams scores. Peterson coming in. Howie Kendrick launches a throw, and that allows everybody to move up. The Braves lead 4-2, and runners end up at second and third.
Max Scherzer was gassed when Mike Maddox went out there.
So 2-run single, second on the throw. Freddie Freeman's already been walked, tosses his bat away. And the bases are loaded. Scherzer against Kemp.
I think Dusty's going to get him. He wants Matt Wieters to go talk to him to make sure that Kinsler's loose, because that's who's coming in. So you buy Kinsler 2 or 3 pitches here with the conference at the mound. And Max did the best he could, but it looked like he ran out of gas after 6 tonight, and that's understandable with all he's given you all year.
6 walks tonight, 1 intentional, 7 strikeouts. Braves get him for 7 hits, and to this time 4 runs. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. Pitching change from JiffyLubeDC.com. Nationals baseball on Masson, brought to you by American Standard Heating and Air. Go to MidAtlanticComfort.com for special offers and to find a dealer near you. So Max Scherzer gone after 6+, responsible for up to 3 more runs. Brandon Kinsler will take over and try to put out this fire. He's got Kemp and Markakis to deal with for the first 2. 65th appearance for the right-hander, and as a net it'll be his 20th. 15 hits in 18 innings. League's hitting .227 against Brandon Kinsler as a Washington National.
That 2-seam fastball. Low to mid 90s. Probably see that sinker in here on Matt Kemp, trying to get a ground ball. You'll trade 1 run for 2.
So Matt Kemp 0 for 1 against Kinsler. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Steps in, bases loaded, nobody out. And a long ball to left. That is a grand slam. And the Atlanta Braves lead 8-2.
Yeah, thought they'd go sinker there. They went with the slider. And Matt Kemp caught her out front. And I think that's 7 runs for Max tonight.
It is. 7th career grand slam for Matt Kemp. The Braves lead by 6 with a 6-run 7th. Nobody out. Markakis the hitter.
ERA goes to 2.59, so close the book on Max, who had 7 strikeouts and 6 walks tonight. That just looks funny reading it in the box.
His previous high in earned runs given up this year, 5 at Arizona, July 21st. He had 5 against the Mets here back in late April. 2-0 to Markakis. And Kinsler gets one to the inside edge. Two-hopper, Wilmer Difo. So against the 7th hitter of the inning, that's the first out. Here's Tyler Flowers. Good sink there. 94. 1-1. Playable for Jason Worth in right, maybe. Long run. And no way for Jason or Difo to get there. So Tyler Flowers, his 2nd right field fly ball of the evening, falls in, and he's 2 for 4. 9th man to bat will be Rio Ruiz. Braves have now outscored the Nats 16-2 in this series. Didn't think it would happen tonight, but the Braves were averaging 8 runs a game in Nationals Park this year. Howie's got that one for the second out. And the man who started all of this with a walk, Lane Adams, will bat again. Nats and Budweiser teaming up for a country club Bud Music Party prior to the Nats Braves game tomorrow. Get a game ticket, listen to live country music, you get a t-shirt and a brew, all for less than face value. Visit nationals.com/country club for details. On a fastball, this one ripped out to center. That'll fall in front of Michael A. Taylor, and Lane Adams is on base for the 4th time in a row. Twice in this inning with a walk and a single. And Jace Peterson, the pinch hitter, is still in the game. He's going to bat again, a rare occurrence. He walked after the Lane Adams leadoff walk. Oh, 2. That is strike 3. Good fastball by Brandon Kintzler. Matt Kemp hits a grand slam. The Braves score 6 times. Our telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
Screech having a good time out there tonight with everyone.
Nice PR work on behalf of the ball club. Kendrick, Taylor, and Worth, bottom 7, long road ahead for the Nats in this one. And 27-year-old right-hander Dan Winkler takes over for Atlanta. 43rd rounder back in 2010 from the Cubs. Didn't sign. Played some college ball at Central Florida, then eventually drafted by the Rockies. 9th appearance this year.
Yeah, fastball, slider, he'll cut the fastball, occasional change. Fastball averages 94. And if he were on my team, he'd be the Fonz.
8. 0-1. Kendrick up the middle. Swanson to his left. Airmailed the throw, but Freddie Freeman grabs and tags. 1 out.
Nice play. Hit it hard, looked like a base hit. Swanson kind of shading toward the middle. Watch the jump by Dansby, the little slide spin move. Had an extra click there to set himself, but pretty nice play.
Here's Michael A. Taylor, 1 for 2 tonight. Fly ball to left last time. Base hit to right center in the second. He's 12 for his last 21. Matt Grace. Front door on the curve. In there. Strike 3.
Paint. Good pitch.
Jason, 2 solid at bats tonight. Double to left center. And a fly ball that pinned Matt Kemp up against the left field wall last time up.
Good hack.
Yeah, he's looking good. The shoulder looks fine, right? Extending okay.
Yeah. Shoulders are different in the fact that they can feel good one day, you sleep on them wrong, they feel bad the next day. But one thing you always do for the playoffs is shoot them up. A little cortisone in there and numb it up a little bit and go get them for a couple of weeks.
Swing and a miss. Impressive inning for Dan Winkler. Strikes out 2. This one to the 8th. All Braves.
Just like we promised you earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. This has to be the Miller moment. Usually like to give it to a Nat, but this was a very critical point of this ball game, and Matt Kemp got a first pitch slider from Brandon Kinsler. You see the bat flip. Ball's out of the yard, and a grand slammer for the Braves left fielder.
Matt Kemp, 19th homer of the year. He's at 63 runs batted in. Top of the 8th, and Matt Grace will take over for the Nats. So that one start, and now 36 games. So Grace, 48 hits in 44 innings, 25 Ks, 17 walks.
We have fastball, slider, occasional change. Fastball 91 on average, lots of sink to it.
Top of the order for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. What's he doing right-handed? Well, how about 361? 2-hopper, Anthony Rendon. Maybe that short hop on the 3rd, and 1 out on 1 pitch. Next up, Swanson.
Yeah, that game Matt started was on August 18th at San Diego. Went 4 1/3, gave up just 2 hits to the Padres, no runs. Struck out 1, walked 1. We weren't thinking he was going to go into the 5th inning, but he did a nice job. Got a lot of balls put into play on the ground, if I remember right. Bob's going for the scorebook. He'll tell you more in a second.
Nats won that game 7-1 as he threw 52 pitches, 32 strikes. It's all from memory. I can't remember yesterday. You kidding me?
It's tough this late in the season.
Well, that was a 0-0 game, or a 1-0 game for a while. Nats got a couple of runs early and then exploded late, and Matt Grace put him in a position for Joe Blanton, who was 2 pitchers behind him, to get the win. Dansby Swanson, 0 for 1 career against Matt. Two. Some battles in the Central tonight. Mets giving the Cubs all they want. 2-2 game there. Milwaukee at home, 5-1 over the Pirates. St. Louis at home, down 1-0 to the Reds. Cardinals 2 back, Brewers 2.5 back of Chicago. But they're all chasing those teams. They're chasing the Cubs and they're chasing the Rockies, who have won 6 in a row. Here comes Rendon. So smooth. 2 outs.
Nice play. There's one thing I want to check out tonight around baseball.
And by the way, I don't know if folks got this or not. The Yankees played at Tampa Bay today, but the game was at Citi Field in New York.
Yeah, that whole series has been at Citi Field.
And they drew 13,000 today.
That's cool. Nice play by Rendon on the run. We've seen that a bunch this year. Uh-oh. Hoskins hit another one tonight. I knew it. The Phillies scored 8 runs. He hit 2 last night, 15 and 16. He hit 17th home run of the year tonight.
Oh boy.
He's going to break Barry Bonds' record next year. His career record for 762.
And by the way, this has division implications. The Marlins are supposed to host Milwaukee this weekend. That game has been shifted to Miller Park. And even though they'll be hitting first, basically giving the Brewers in a hot race 3 unexpected home games. Freddie Freeman 3 for 7 against Matt Gray's career. Shift on. Defoe well out into right field. Freeman serves one the other way. And Howie Kendrick comes in to grab it. A 1-2-3 inning on 10 pitches for Matt Grace. Nats running out of time. Need lots of runs. Tanner Roark gets the call, looking for his 13th win in 10 starting assignments since the All-Star break. 6-3 with a .319 earned run average. Mike Foltynewicz 10-12. Live arm, a lot of velocity, but he's 0-6 with an 8 ERA in his last 6 starts. We'll get you going. Johnny and Ray for the ballpark at 6:30. Nats Extra, Masson 2. Nats will face A.J. Minter for the first time. 24-year-old lefty from Tyler, Texas. Braves second rounder just 2 years ago out of Texas A&M. And for Atlanta this year, it'll be his 9th appearance. 6 hits and 7 2/3. 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, fastball's a good one. Averages 96. Throws it 54% of the time. Cutter slider thing to go with it at 90.
Matt Wieters, Rowdy Reed, it appears, and Trey Turner here, bottom 8. That one in on Matt, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Sean Kelly for Kemp Markakis Flowers in the 9th.
Into a little short arm delivery with that cutter in. Doesn't look like an easy or a comfortable at bat.
Two.
It's like a left-handed Bud Norris.
.97 for the strikeout.
All right, get ready for the playoffs by checking out the latest edition of Masson All Access. That's on Masson National's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and any other social media thingamajigger you can find. So check it out. Do a real good job.
Upstairs to Rowdy Reed. As a big league hitter, 3 for 8. And how about 2 for 4 as a pinch hitter? .97 on the strikeout to Wieters, and then 90 it says on that cutter. A.J. Minter, only his 2nd year in professional baseball.
Throwing darts.
He has pitched at every level of the Braves organization this year, starting at Single-A Rome, Georgia in the Sally League. 1-2. Down and in for the strikeout. Flowers to Freeman, 2 down. 4 straight Nationals have struck out. Inside the numbers presented by PNC. So Trey, 2 for 3 tonight, adding to his batting average. It was .283 in 14 games, and now he adds 21 points tonight with a couple of hits, 2 runs scored, a steal, his 40th. So you come back from an injury, you're out for a couple of months. Is there a magical number of at-bats until you start feeling like you're locked in? You know, is there a kind of a ballpark figure where you kind of feel like, okay, I'm back? And tonight he is 3 for 4.
I think it's different for everybody. You know, some guys roll out of bed hitting. You know, they don't need anything. They don't need a rehab assignment. They just wake up, barrel to baseball all the time. Some guys are timing guys. It depends on your approach. Trey Turner's a leg kick guy, so maybe that leg kick thing takes a minute to get locked in. You know, say a guy like Daniel Murphy, when he misses time, his swing is low maintenance, right? He just lifts up his heel and goes, doesn't do a whole lot. So it varies from person to person based on your approach and your ability level. You know, if you're not that good of a hitter, it's going to take you more at-bats. If you're really good, it's probably not going to take you that many.
So Trey Turner now 15 games, so we're talking about 50 to 60 at bats there.
He's good.
I remember one year when Michael Morse had that lat injury that had him out for a couple of months to start a season. As soon as he got to 80 to 100 at bats, that big guy really locked it in, but it, you know, different kind of hitter, took him a while. So
yeah, he had like 72 things going on every pitch.
Your point's well taken. Different sequences for different types of hitters.
He had the Samurai Cobra snake in the on-deck circle before he got in the box. He had all kinds of fun things to imitate. I missed the Beast. Jeff Samardzija took him out.
I just hope he gets to play again at the big league level. What a horrible way that would be to be finished by your own teammate. Down by 6. First base, 2 outs. Short lead. Wilmer Difo RBI single. So just 2 innings ago, when he hit that shot out to left center, the game was tied. Braves would go on in the next half inning to score 6 times on only 3 hits. Actually, it turned out to be 4 hits, but they had scored the 6 runs at a time when they only had 2 hits in that inning. So 3 Ks for Minter in the 8th. And we are in the 9th inning now. It's 8-2 Braves. .270 Washington. Top of the 9th coming up. Sean Kelly in a moment. Tune into the Nats Extra postgame show. Johnny and Ray working hard to get ready for this one right here at the Yard. It's all presented by W.B. Mason when this game's over. Braves are trying to win their 4th in a row. And for Sean Kelly of the Nationals, 31st appearance, 28 hits in 24 innings, 12 of those home runs, 23 Ks, 10 walks. First up, Matt Kemp.
You had Trainer out, Mike Maddox out, Paul Lassard. He fall down on a warm-up pitch. Making sure he's okay. A little slippage.
Rowdy Reed batting 9th, stays in to catch. So if you're scoring, the pitcher spot is where Matt Wieters was in the 8 hole. Matt Kemp against Sean Kelly, career 2 for 3 with a run batted in. Shift on, Difo up the middle, 0-2.
Sean Kelly not feeling good. Whatever happened on that warm-up pitch, you can just tell by his facial expressions. He doesn't want to have to make one of his teammates get up in the bullpen. That's why he's staying in. That's how he thinks.
Fastball up. Ryan Zimmerman over to have a look, but no chance. Matt Kemp 1 for 3 tonight with the big blow of that 6-run 7th.
Yeah, I don't. Was it his lower half, or did something hurt because he tripped on the pitch in his arm? I'm guessing lower half.
Yeah, it was interesting from that angle we had watching the replay of him slipping. That landing area looked kind of wet once all the dirt gets off it. There's all that clay there where pitchers have been landing all night. One, two, and a pretty good slider away. Had Kemp reaching. Michael A. Taylor for the first out, top of the ninth.
There's a warm-up pitch we were talking about one more time. And you just don't know this time of year what guys have going on. Everybody's got something. I think I reported every time I went into the training room with a little ding or a nick here or there, you know, feel a hammy twinge a little bit, or, you know, on that throw last night, my shoulder's sore, that hit by pitch. By the end of the year, you should see the reports the trainers have to write on every player. We hear about the big ones,
yeah,
right? The disabled lists, or when a guy misses a couple of games. There's so many things you go through in 6 months playing every day or pitching once every 3-4 days that you just don't hear about. I mean, you're in the training room all the time. You're hooked up to machines. You're in whirlpools. You're icing after games. Everybody on both teams in all of baseball has tons of stuff going on this time of year.
2 balls and a strike to Nick Markakis. Did he stop? He did, and it's a 1-out walk. Nats have never faced Lucas Sims before. He's queued up for the ninth with Rendon, Zimmerman, and Kendrick coming up. Ouch. So Tyler Flowers to first, Markakis to second here in the ninth.
I got him on the hand. Taking a while to get to first.
Third baseman Rio Ruiz 0 for 4 tonight. He's faced Sean Kelly before, 0 for 2. Fastball up.
See if he can get a ground ball right at someone.
That keeps missing high. Needs to get that thing in ground ball territory.
I think Mike Maddox isn't liking what he's seeing from an injury and a health standpoint right now. He's talking to Dusty Baker as we speak. He knows that Sean Kelly is trying to wear one for the rest of the bullpen tonight, even though he hurt something on that practice pitch.
And up in the zone, 2-1.
Tell by his body language he's not right.
Good slider. 2-2. Out of play. Cubs have dropped the 3 spot on the Mets, lead 5-2. Pirates dropped 4 on, or rather Milwaukee dropped 4 on the Pirates, lead 5-1, and the Reds just dropped 5 in St. Louis and lead 6-0 there.
Everyone's dropping things.
They're dropping big numbers on their opponents tonight. Swing and a miss, and Sean Kelly gets the strikeout.
Nice.
2 down here in the ninth.
Good slider, good pitch.
It's a wild race over there because the Cubs looked like they were pulling away about a week and a half ago, and then they went into a skid, giving hope to those other 2 teams right behind them.
Well, it's important because as it stands right now, it's who the Nats would play, the winner of the NL Central.
Lane Adams had a perfect night until that swing. So that's it for the Braves tonight. They score 8 runs against the Nats on 10 hits. Sean Kelly guts one out.
in the dugout for Sean Kelly. Those guys all know that he chiefed it out for an inning, that nobody else had to get up in the Nats bullpen, and he's not feeling great. So you see the pats on the back, you see the respect. Hey, everyone's been there. Everyone's had an off year. Everyone's had one of those years. And the fact that he went out there and got through that inning and saved the bullpen for tomorrow is why you see the reaction in the dugout. They respect him.
To the bottom of the ninth we go. There's Lucas Sims. 23 years of age, a Georgia kid from Lawrenceville, not far outside Atlanta. He was a first rounder, 21st overall player taken. It's been 5 years ago. Finally made it to the big leagues this year. He's made 7 starts, 10th game, 46 hits in 41 innings, 29 strikeouts. Looks like Micah Johnson in left field for the Braves. That's a straight up switch for Matt Kemp. Anthony Rendon tonight, 1 for 3 RBI double back in the second.
Yeah, I know you've been around a while and done a bunch of games in different locations, but your geography and knowledge of it is always amazing to me. And it's taken me 7 years to figure out how you know where every little town is close to where we play. And it has to do with bringing your golf clubs on every trip. That's the only way you know where he's from and where it is in relationship to Atlanta. It's the only way.
I have never played golf in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
No, but you've driven by there.
Of course we have.
You've been on the way to a golf course and seen it.
Darn it. Thought I had you after all these years.
Pulling the curtain
figured
back.
it out.
I'm pulling the curtain back finally. Like, how does he know where this small town is in relationship to Chicago? Oh, wait.
Two-one.
I know where the hotel is, the food court, and the ballpark. And that's it.
Can't believe watering holes didn't make it into that sentence.
Oh, it's a family show, and I left it out.
I said watering hole.
Oh, the pool.
Yeah, the pool.
All right.
Rendon flies out, 1 down.
You usually know where the pool is right after the game. I mean, right after. Always nice to take a little dip in the pool.
Most guys who are broadcasters knew at an early age that rocket science was not in their future, so other than math, we had other interests. For me, it was geography. Here's Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 3 tonight. Braves showing off some pretty good young arms tonight. Winkler, Minter, and now Sims.
Minter looked nasty.
In fact, Winkler, I think only Max Scherzer and maybe Howie Kendrick had faced him before. Other than that, the Nats have seen 4 pitchers tonight that almost the entire team had never faced before. Just one of those September nights when these things happen. No excuse. 2 runs on 7 hits. The Braves 8 runs on 10 hits. And tip your cap to Atlanta. They've come in here and scored 16 runs against 2 really good, at times, most of the time, great starting pitchers.
It's a trap series. You just clinched, and the Dodgers are coming. Trap series. Got to find a way to win tomorrow, and you'll be up for the weekend, no doubt. The Brewers just had one of those. They played well against the Nats at home.
Yeah.
Then they went to Cincinnati.
That ball hugging the line, foul when picked up by Ruiz.
Got swept by the Reds in Cincinnati. Then went to Chicago and swept the Cubs. That's how it goes. You have a big series, and then the trap series, and then you get up. It's baseball. And the Braves are playing well. Don't take anything away from them. Cleveland's due for a trap series.
Yeah, it's going to take a bear trap to get them. One and two to Ryan Zimmerman. Wouldn't be a bad time for number 32 right here. Target away. Way outside, and Ryan waves at it. He's 0 for 4. 2 down. Howie is 0 for 3 this evening. $24,850 tonight. That's averaging right around 31,000 as we get further into this homestand, which is about to be 3 and 3. And the evening comes to a quiet conclusion. The Nationals 3 hits over the last 7 innings, and the Braves have won the series. Nationals behind Tanner Roark will try to salvage one tomorrow night. 8-2 Atlanta. They had some air show spectacular things going on around the ballpark early, and then it was all Atlanta after that. So tomorrow we'll get you going at 6:30 with Nats Extra pregame. Tanner Roark, who in his career is 5-2 against the Braves, will face Mike Foltynewicz. This has been a presentation of Massey. Johnny and Ray straight ahead, and from the booth, all Atlanta tonight. So long for just a while.